Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Star Wars video. I love looking through all the books. This is the latest one, joining the huge backlog of books. This is the LEGO Star Wars Visual Dictionary Updated Edition. This is supposed to sort of tie in with the 25-year anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, but also sort of the Phantom Menace with the figure included inside. You can see here just on the back, the prices is $24.99 USD or $33.99 Canadian. This releases on April 2nd, 2024. So very excited to look at this. A lot of times there's a lot of mistakes in different things, and it's always just a fun read to go through and be like, why is this here? Where is this? You should have mentioned this. And I don't know. I think you guys really like it when there's stuff like that, and I like finding it. It's always the same writer, by the way, for each of the books, which I just think is crazy. By the way, don't steal the figures. Had to travel really far to get this because someone stole the Maul figure. So with this is a newer thing that they started to do, and you just peel the little tab there and just lift it on up, and you can see we've got here the Maul figure, which you're just going to have to wait and see when we get to him in the book, or you could just jump to the time code if you want to, which, speaking of those time codes, I have everything broken down just like the chapters here that you see in the front with the table of contents. We've got 5 chapters to go through here, so let's go ahead and let's get started. We've got Quill riding the blurg there from The Mandalorian up at the start. So, for 25 years, the LEGO Group has been building the Star Wars galaxy in LEGO bricks to the delight of adults and children alike. Back in 1999, along with the launch of the prequel trilogy, the LEGO Group and Lucasfilm came together in a partnership that was the first, but not the last of its kind. And you could just continue to read. But yeah, it's basically what we're about to see here. They've got a little bit of information, which, again, in the past for other stuff like Marvel has been wrong, but they've got different indications for a bunch of things. So AH is Ahsoka there. You could see all the different classifications for everything, which I think is really interesting. But yeah, that we'll see how this goes and how well they do. JFO, really interesting that Jedi Fallen Order has got its own thing. Timelines are where I find most of the mistakes when you go through and actually pause and read some of the things that they're saying. Like, you could see that there's a lot of things like this is marking the introduction of short legs and different things like that. So, or, you know, Lando Calrissian is the first LEGO Star Wars human character to have a non-yellow head. That could be, that's even a bigger importance for LEGO's history. So there's a couple things to look for here. I did fact check some things. So specifically here, you know, well, what's going on? First Sarlacc monster build featured in Jabba's sail barge, 2006. It's not even the one. Then what is going on here? Genuinely, what's with the cropping of that? The release of the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is celebrated with the sets such as an ultimate lightsaber duel featuring minifigures with light-up lightsabers. Are they trying to say those are light-up lightsabers? That set's not from that year, but what's with the cropping? Like, that looks so bad there with the transparent pieces in the flame. I don't know, continue and read here. It says over here, Jek 14's Stealth Starfighter is released. It's based on the first original LEGO Star Wars character, Jek 14. First original LEGO Star Wars character is not Jek, it's Jedi Bob. Going through the rest of the timeline here. Again, it's just so fascinating to see some of the things that they pick for the timeline and the phrasing that they have for this. If you look over here for this bit with the T6 shuttle, along with the live-action Ahsoka series, a range of new sets is released, including Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi shuttle, a remake of the Rebel-era craft. It's not from that era. It's not at all. It's from the Jedi Order era, from before the Clone Wars. And even if that's a remake of a Clone Wars set, so it's small mistakes that I guarantee you'll find all throughout this thing. Also, I just want to point out, like they talk about here, the 20th anniversary for Star Wars here, but the timeline ends in 2023. They didn't even continue into 2024. So I really don't get the thinking behind, you know what, let's go ahead, let's do this whole book, have it be in celebration of this, and then you don't even talk about the actual sets launching to celebrate this momentous occasion. You stopped the year before. Like, I get it. You obviously can't talk about everything because the book's coming out in April. We'll have it released in December then. It just, I don't get it. I really am struggling with that decision. Anyways, the Fall of the Republic. Chapter 1. We've got Anakin Skywalker here. Some pretty classic sets there for sure. Again, for covering the 25 years, just a couple notes. I think I would include his very first appearance, right? Way back when, but that's okay. You can see the different versions of him. I assume we'll continue to talk about Anakin. I hope that's not all they have on Padme. But, yeah, continuing through here, we've got a couple other stuff. Pod racing here. Man, show the other versions of... I guess it's not a character encyclopedia, but the older versions of Watto and Samboba. Yeah, that's... I bought this set and returned it, and I regret it a lot, if I'm being honest. You know, back then I had to be really selective of, like, superheroes or what was I going to get. So, here we go. We're talking about Obi-Wan. Really great selections here, I think, for what they've got. They've got, obviously, the most recent set here. I have this set with Grievous, which is really cool. And, yeah, again, show his first appearance. I don't know. That's what I think I would do if I was writing this. But we got the Jedi Order here. Interesting. I was wondering, we kind of skipped over when they could talk about it. So, yeah, they're talking about the High Republic stuff there with Young Jedi Adventures. You can pause and read everything here with all of the different Jedi over the years. Interesting, they've got also Ahsoka here when she's not really a Jedi. But it's fine. Glad Jedi Bob's getting a mention. He definitely should, especially with rumors of there being a whole set dedicated to him this year. But yeah, some really cool stuff. I love this set. This for sure needs a remake. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say this shouldn't be here, but I guess. Yeah, okay. Timeline-wise, I'm just saying, again, its indication is Ahsoka. Show the original T6 shuttle, but I love, like, look at all these classic ships. Oh, my goodness, we really need more of these. I think every year we should get a new starfighter, I think, for the different Jedi. Oh, man, I really, really wanted this growing up, and, yeah. This I got this for Christmas at one point. I've got this one as well. I don't think I got that for anything specific that comes to mind, but I always love this duel. I think I did a haul video in one of the early years of the channel of me actually getting Count Dooku to complete, like, my Battlefront collection. And then here we go. We've got the Sith followers here. And this is talking about Maul. We've got for DK's Lego Star Wars Visual Dictionary Updated Edition, the Lego Group produced an exclusive Darth Maul figure. So let's take a closer look at that figure now. So this figure is really awesome. Like, this takes me back to the video game, and I think I got this figure in a watch. Like, I went out of my way to get that watch. I think I went down to Niagara Falls. It was like some random toy store there that had it, and I was so excited to finally have Maul as a minifigure. And even just seeing some of the, like, how they did the printing back then, seeing this in 2024 is kind of strange. But yeah, the lightsaber, it's very obviously the classic one. I know people want the Monkey Kid hilt. It's weird that the new version isn't using that, but yeah, this is very perfect for the original version, obviously. Now, I do want to talk about something, and I didn't realize this until the comment section, and even the book doesn't make mention of this, but the face, the eyes, they were actually different back in 1999. So this figure is not the 1999 version. This is actually a 2009 version. So that's really interesting. I had no idea that the eyes were a little bit different. They had, like, pupils, a little bit more detail, but here on the back of the figure, got the 25 years of Lego Star Wars logo there on the back, just like they did for the 20th anniversary figures. I really want, like, a Qui-Gon figure. I think would be really cool to get to go alongside of Maul here, just like in something else. I don't know. I'd love that, like a promo or something. Hopefully would be really cool. But anyways, coming back, just want to talk about the Sith Infiltrator. I've never gotten one, so I'm very excited to get my first one this year for the 25-year anniversary. We just did a video talking about that, but we've got over here some stuff about other people from Dathomir with Asajj, Ventress, and Savage Opress. Really cool. I again, so this is just me, but include the other exclusive book figure that we got from Solo would be cool. Really awesome Maul. I wish I got that one with the legs, but we're into the Republic Army here and a bunch of stuff. This is the, okay, yeah, they've got a lot of current stuff here, some older stuff. But again, they could show the new Bark Speeder. But alas, they have chosen not to. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. Really cool. This one definitely needs to be remade. I think I got this for Christmas at some point. I remember wanting this one because it had Mace Windu. And, but this, I have the original one from, like, when Revenge of the Sith came out. This I actually have, but I sold it. And I kept the figures. I think I still have Kit Fisto. And that's just because I had to make priorities. And I chose other superhero sets and different things that were coming out at the time. But yeah, this is really interesting. We've got the Republic gunship, and they're showing off the new 2023 model, which looks really cool. They do mention the 2013 one there. And yeah, we really need one in that style. But look, the great figures there. And this is cool. We've got a whole spread about the clone troopers. And I'm just laughing here because I'm already looking at everything that people want, right? You want the fabric pieces there for the commas. So yeah, that's interesting. Even the pauldron, they want them as a fabric piece. So this is clearly like, this is what people want. But I will say, looking at all the clones over the years, it looks really cool. I love the whole collection here that we've got going on. And this looks a bit like Lego Fortnite right now, where they've got all the different models all together. Nothing really consistent, but obviously across the different years is what I'm saying. But yeah, really need to go back and remake a couple of these guys. They're showing the old Captain Rex, which I think is interesting there. Could have definitely shown the newer version, and same with a couple of other figures here. We've got better looking versions of like the Gunner and different things, but yeah, cool to have Ton Wee there. No one being featured on the clone page. Was there anything? Actually, hang on. Anything? Okay, they did mention Django, but we have yet to see him appear in the book. We've got the Separatist Army, which is really cool here. And yeah, look at all the different versions. Again, we've got the new version in 2024, so that'll be cool to see the comparison of every single one. I've got this set from way back when. That's cool to see. And yeah, oh my goodness, this is it's fun to return to this and look back at everything. We've got a new droid Deka supposedly coming later this year that could be featured here. The Separatist Navy with all of these ships looks really great. I always wanted this one that came with Chancellor Palpatine with that figure we saw before. And this, oh man, I really regret not getting the Malevolence. They need this. They need the Invisible Hand. Obviously, we have the micro scale version now, but they need to remake this. I did get this set so that I can get this incredible Grievous there. But yeah, we need new Magma Guards. There's so much that they can remake. Like this wheel bike. Oh man, please, Lego, redo it. They got to do it. Same with Geonosians. Like, there's just so much potential here that they could do. I regret not getting that duel because now I don't have Poggle the Lesser, which is just such a darn cool looking figure. The Naboo and the Guns, again, 25 years later, and we still have not gotten Boss Nass, which I just think is insane. Here we go. We've got a couple. We're diving in now across different eras with the Umbarans and the Mandalorians. So this is from obviously later on in the timeline. Moving on now to the bounty hunters here. We've got, okay, young Boba there. That's cool to see. This is Zam Wesell. We need that remade so badly. Every time we see that in the Lego games, I'm like, ugh, I want that. I have this set. Ugh, it was so cool back then, just with all the bounty hunters and everything. It was just, and this set too, just what a time. What a time. I since went back and got Hondo again. I think you'd see that in one of the halls. This is a set I regret not getting so badly because I love Palpatine. I love the concept of this fight, and I remember seeing it all the time on shelves, and I just didn't get it because I couldn't do it because there was just other things that I needed to get instead. But yeah, there's so much here. Remake this. I know we got a smaller version, but I got this. I woke up to this set at the foot of my bed at whatever age I turned in 2005. I guess I turned 7, but I got that at yeah, that was at the foot of my bed. So thank you to my parents for that. But yeah, I remember that time period as well with the light up lightsabers there. Really crazy. So yeah, here we go. We're jumping all over the place. But anyways, moving on now to the Wookiees. Really cool stuff. I guess we're talking about Chewie already. That's fine, I guess. But yeah, really cool. Cad Bane here. Cool to see them talking about Bad Batch. This getting a whole spread is really cool. No Fennec yet, which is interesting. See, just... Anyways, moving on now to the Galactic Civil War. Are we going to go in order with Rebels? We are not. Okay, so we're going now into, we're starting with Solo, Star Wars story. So cool that he's got all of the stuff here, all of him throughout the ages and different outfits. Nice that they included that figure from the other book and the Carbonite figure. This is the UCS Falcon, really awesome to see here. And I remember just growing up, like staring at the original UCS one and the Death Star. So yeah, in the magazines and everything, and the other books that I had as well growing up. This is cool to have that Celebration Luke from the book again. Yeah, show off your exclusive figures here. That's great. And the Emperor figure here too is nice to see. Anyways, moving on. My set is not featured. We have a remake of it though here, the Droid Escape pod set from 2016, not the original one that I had, but we've got the Mos Eisley Cantina set, which is phenomenal. Again, some stuff from the Mandalorian, just all over the place. And then we've got the Imperial leaders. Oh, look at them all together. I gotta zoom in for this just to look at that. They look so cool. I need Yularen. He's the only character from the council that I don't have. Man, but yeah, Grand Inquisitor here. We've got stuff from Obi-Wan, which is cool to see. And I hope there's a better page on Palpatine and Vader. Anyways, here we go. We're into the updated version of the Death Star, the most recent one. And they're showing off a couple of other sets there, which is cool. This is another set that I really regret not getting because of I since watched the games and different things, the VR gameplay and all that. And I love the Back to Tank Vader figures so much. Some other Imperial Stormtroopers here. And yeah, it's cool to see. I know one of the things that we talked about in the last book was that on the cover they used an old version of the Stormtrooper. They didn't even bother using the newest one. But yes, we're getting into some more Solo stuff, Andor, and all the other different stuff that the different vehicles and all that from Rebels there. So that's cool to see. But the ships, the starships, I think I have this set. I'm pretty sure it was the Interceptor. Love the Battlefront reference here. Really cool to see. There's no indication for specifically Battlefront, but that's really awesome to see. You've got I love this ship. I had one of the original ones. I think it was the first time that Palpatine came with the gray skin. So that's cool to see. The cargo holder is really cool too, but yeah, really oh, this is nice. This is one. See, I'm nostalgic for this. Looking at this one, I always wanted this set, and it had that hologram before of Palpatine a couple pages back, and I remember just always, oh my goodness, how many pages was it here? I remember always wanting that, but that's cool to see. I love how they're showing the interiors as well, and a little bit of like one of the newer models. Oh, there it is there. I wasn't seeing that, but that's cool. That takes me back seeing that there in detail, like to the magazines and stuff. Here we go, Rebels. Really cool here. Interesting that they're showing this from Ahsoka. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yep. We'll go with it. But yeah, this is cool. I always wanted the figures here with Captain Rex and Wolf and Gregor. But yeah, okay, more Solo. And stuff about the Rebel Alliance there. What does it say? Just printed chin strap. Okay, nothing about him choking to death. But we've got the new Yavin 4 stuff in here. And Rogue One. This is one that I regret not getting. Oh man, I love Scarif. I loved it in Battlefront and all that. I did get the U-Wing because of Battlefront. Really sold me on that. Interesting that the sets that they're choosing to pick and show here, with it being Hoth Echo based, not the big UCS one that everyone hates. Which is probably a good idea, because that might trigger a few people. But this was a really awesome, just out of the blue set. I remember back when this came out in 2018. But yeah, we need a new Wampa Cave, by the way. That's something we need. Rebels on Hoth. Cool. I think I had the original battle packs there that they came out with back in the day. We're on to Dagobah and other Jedi hiding, I guess, with Ben. And then also Yoda. And yeah, show the diorama. But okay, that's a good set too. And the Slave One here, Boba Fett starship. So does it actually, let's see, just trying to scan and see if it says. It does not, unless I'm missing it. I don't think it says the Slave One here anywhere. But that would have been really interesting to see. That's why they picked the Book of Boba Fett one. We got the new Cloud City model, which is really cool to see. I love this. Like, I had to get this because of, it was a remake for that original set that I remember looking at when I was a kid. This is something I really regret. This is one of the many regrets for Star Wars that's up there of the new Jabba's Palace, because I got the original one when I was younger, and for I think it was like surgery or something, and I was like, I did a good job, didn't I? Can I get the original Palace? And then I got it, and then when they remade it, and then they had the Rancor pit, it's like I remember seeing this, and I really am just kicking myself not getting it because it's just so expensive. They definitely need to go back and remake that, please. And Jabba's Sail Barge is another one that I remember wanting. I've never gotten one of the skiffs. Return of the Jedi is my favorite film, and I don't have any of the modern versions. Battle of Endor. This takes me back here. This set specifically, the shield generator bunker. I bought this in Walmart, I think, or Target. I'm pretty sure it was Walmart in the States when I went. What year is this? 2009. I think it was 2009. It was 2010. And we went to Universal, and I built it at the house that we were staying at, and I think we drove from Toronto to there, so I remember I didn't have to put it underneath the plane or anything. But yeah, I bought this and built it at that house, so it really takes me back there. Always love this so much. Again, Return of the Jedi is one of my favorite stuff, but at the time, 2013, superheroes was just starting, and I vowed not to miss any superhero stuff because of the stuff that I missed with the Batman 2006 to 8 stuff. So anyways, now we're into the Mandalorian here with Din Djarin. You can see there in the little Grogu and a couple of the other side characters here. And there we go. We've got the new ship, which is cool. No, that's okay. Yeah, I was going to say I'm looking for Bo-Katan, but she's up there at the top. So that's cool that they include the spider tank. Again, some more recent sets and different things there, and the TIE Interceptor, the new version of that. And then we're into this. We've got the little micro scale version of just wanting to scan again and see if they call it that. No, I don't see it, but yeah, really, really cool. Love this. Again, this might be the closest we get to the Jabba's set, but hopefully not. We definitely need more for sure. Got the light cruiser there with Gideon and the Marauder. We've got Luke with the incredible hallway scene, and then we're going into Ahsoka stuff here, which is cool to see. And again, it's just one page, even though we sort of already looked at everything for her. And we got Chapter 2, The Rise of the First Order. I wonder if they're going to talk about Resistance. Let's see here. We've got Rey being featured here. I love this set. I bought so many of them because of the porgs and all that, and to build an Octu. And I think back then people called it Octu Moctu, which was going to be the series that I just never did. That was back on like Instagram days, which is going back. Anyways, we've got Finn here. This is the figure from the video game. We got the figure from the last book, or one of the last books. And again, another little exclusive figure, which is cool. And okay, there we go. Resistance. They actually mentioned it. Is that all? Yeah, okay, and the set there too. So yeah, that's it's important. I think they cover everything. I remember getting multiple of him from Toys R Us in the States on one of my trips that I went down. I came back with so many of them, turned around and sold them for a lot because they weren't available here or something. I don't remember the details, but yeah, that was good. I sort of just skimmed over that. Sorry, Poe and his multiple X-Wings. Really cool X-Wings. That's probably the most recent X-Wing I have. And now we're into this. We're skipping over the ugly version, I guess, from The Force Awakens, but that's cool. We've got all of the Knights of Ren down below there with each of their names. We've got BB-9E, one of the most important and incredible characters to be added to Battlefront 2. We have Supreme Leader Snoke, his First Order ship and all that. I loved this duel, really cool, and that battle pack was just awesome. Okay, some more Resistance stuff, that's cool to see. And yeah, here we go. We got all the different sets with Phasma, and yeah, I always wanted that. Okay, cool. How did they include that? The Ultraman crawls on 8 spider legs, unlike the other small one. Source, Episode 8. Not really, but anyway. That stuff like that could have been literally anything else. Anyways, we've got a bunch of the First Order stormtroopers, which look really great all next to each other there, all their weapons and all that. We have Captain Phasma and a bunch of the different generals with Hux and everything down there. It was pretty cool. Oh, BB-9E gets another little reference down there. Congrats, buddy. Anyways, chapter 4, the specialist sets. What does that mean? Okay, Lego Legend stuff from outside of canon. That's interesting. Interesting that they are talking about all this stuff. But, okay. Going on now to different stuff with the Yoda Chronicles, the Freemaker Adventures. Cool. Okay, and then we've got, the little planets and all that. Cool to see them. Oh, so Boba was, don't know if I realized that he was in a small little version of Tatooine. Man, really regret not getting that then. But yeah, love the microfighters. It's crazy to think that, when did they start? 2015... That sounds about right. But yeah, okay, back in 2012. No, they haven't. Oh, in 2014, there you go. The launch of the microfighter. So yeah, they've been going now for 10 years. That's pretty crazy to think about. Very impressive, I guess, if you look at it from that perspective of things that have come and gone for Star Wars, like the planets and different things. Got little mini sets here. A lot of these probably from polybags, and I'm gonna assume, I'm just looking for anything from advent calendars. These are a little too big for that, but we've got the UCS sets here, and a little all over the place, not going in order of release, but that's okay. Got, again, could be showing the newest R2. We got BB-8 and a Porg, and Technic. Wow, my favorite. Buildable figures. This is some of the stuff that, again, was just only lasted a few years, but we've got, there we go, JFO, Jedi Fallen Order BD1, which is cool to see. And the helmets, man. We need more of these. We really do. The mechs are a choice to see in Star Wars. And all right, yeah. The dioramas, very cool to see here. We got the seasonal sets with the advent calendars. And, there you've got a set from Comic-Con. Did they mention, like, the employee gift there? No. Chapter 5, Beyond the Brick, and showing, that's really cool to see the molds and all that for some of these. And look at that's cool. Just some of the details and everything here that they've got going on. There's the Star Wars team for you there, the people behind the scenes making all these decisions, interesting decisions, we'll say, when it comes to what sets to pick and not, and what characters. But yeah, you can pause and read, and yeah. There we go. There's the 25-year anniversary figure there. They're talking about it. Again, the exclusive minifigure that comes with the book is a commemorative minifigure for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, inspired by the first release in 1999. 5 years ago, we released a line of classic designs for the 20th anniversary. So now we're doing the same. We're doing something similar for this book. Darth Maul was there in 1999 for the very first release, and we're recreating his look from the year, but with a special 25-year anniversary logo on the back. So that is it, and that is the end of our journey. Here is the index if you want to go and look up specific characters and different things, and that's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before, but that is it for the LEGO Star Wars Visual Dictionary. I don't know, I may not be able to go through and talk about, like, a character encyclopedia and say, oh, so-and-so was missing, or with the Harry Potter one, they chose, like, generic wizards over including important characters. But I will say that I do feel, obviously, all the mistakes in the timeline, but specifically, though, when you go through here and you look at everything, like, Padme is in it so little. And specifically, she's only mentioned here, and they don't show off the incredible, super rare, beloved Queen Amidala figure anywhere. She's not even referenced in this. Like, I went back and looked here. I went under P for Padme. She's not there. I went under Amidala, maybe. A-M, B, A-N. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, there's things like that, or even with some of the innovations here, No mention of brickheads. You know how many special brickheads there have been for Star Wars? Like, Ahsoka marked a very special brickhead. She was voted in. And you look at other things with the Comic-Con exclusive brickheads, Han in Carbonite and different things, and it's like, there's all this stuff that is missing from what should be a very important book for the 25-year anniversary for this theme, and then you're not even talking about the stuff that came out this year. I don't get it. But as always, it's the same writer, which I am very confused by. I don't get how Lego allows these mistakes to happen. I don't understand how Star Wars and Lucasfilm, all the people that write those books, like, I really don't get it. Run this by us. I've even had discussions with Lego being like, every single time there's a book that's released, the fans are able to go boom, 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 point out all these mistakes and things that should have been here, but they're not. And I really struggle with that. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this book? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Are you going to go out and pick this up? Like Amazon, I think, already had everything sold out. So yeah, if you're one of those people and you're probably going to be getting it very soon, hope that you're excited for this figure in the book. But if you want to check out some videos, I'll link some stuff on the books as well as some 25-year anniversary videos here at the end. But hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.